add in a piece of sausage. Then add in some of the bean paste. Garlic. And then finally a little piece of garlic, raw garlic. And then gotta go for some of the chives as well. And then wrap this up as a one-biter. Hey everyone, good morning. It's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com in Jeonju, South Korea. This morning we are driving over to the Provincial Institute Academy of Music, and I'm gonna learn how to play some traditional Korean music. Oh, and singing as well. And Korean traditional singing as well. Okay, this could be very entertaining. We have about 45 minutes before our musical lesson starts. So we've just stopped by Deokjin Park, which is one of the central parks in Jeonju, and we're just gonna walk around here for a few minutes this morning. One of the most well-known sites at this park is the pond, and it is famous for having blooming lotus flowers in the pond, but it is not the right season. So right now the lotuses are pretty dead. It's time for a little morning exercise. If you do enough of these twists, your body will end up looking like that. When I was growing up, I had a lot of Korean friends, and I still have a lot of Korean friends. And one of the things I remember though is that almost all of them are so musical, and they can play the piano and violin. Their families took music education so importantly. I, on the other hand, was never very musical. We just arrived at the Center for Musical Arts. I can already hear them singing. I'm getting a little nervous. This is not a tourist attraction, this is the real deal. People come here to learn about Pansori, which is this traditional style of drumming and chanting music. And so I am a guest of this class, and I'm not sure all that's gonna happen, but I have a front row seat and a drum. Just warm up, and now we are getting ready for the official lesson.
떨지 말고.
네, 말고 계시고.
돈 말고 계시고. 아이. 예. 네, 너무 잘했어요. 그래서 사랑 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 내 사랑이야 사랑
사랑 사랑 사랑
내 사랑이야 그리고
That's a Korean traditional opera and drums. That was actually really fun. I've never experienced anything like that before. Our instructor had some amazing vocals. After fully stretching out my vocal cords in ways I didn't think were possible this morning, we are now gonna stretch our legs. In Jeonju, there's a railroad, and it's the old railroad, so it's not in use for real trains anymore, but they have turned it into a recreational park and put these little 4-person seater pedal carts on the railroad. And so you can get into one of the carts and pedal around, and that's what we're gonna do right now. All right, these are pretty classy.
갔다가 돌아오는 데가 있어요?
There goes the real train up there. We are in the 4-person seater golf cart, pedal cart on the railroad. Ying, how is it? We are about to enter a tunnel. Oh, it's a little disco tunnel.
조금만 더 수도 브레이크 꽉 잡고 계세요. 회전시키겠습니다. 힘들었죠?
오는 길이 계속
네, 조금 이제 오르막길이라 내려갈 때는 대신 편해요.
Meters, get down. We are coasting now. That took about 20 minutes round trip. I gotta say, that's a pretty great use of an old abandoned train track. For lunch today, we are at Nambu Market, which is the central wet fresh market right in Jeonju, and we are going to eat at one of the legendary restaurants right inside of the market. Oh, I can immediately smell garlic walking in here. This restaurant is called Jo Jeom-rye, and it is a very, very well-known restaurant. If you come here at nighttime, especially on the weekends, there's a line that just snakes out of the door. And even today on a weekday, it is packed, but there are a few empty tables. This restaurant specializes, oh yeah, flaming soup. Oh, I can smell some intestines in that steam. But this restaurant is especially famous for soondae, which is blood sausage. My main soup is called soondae gukbap, which is the soondae blood sausage with gukbap. I'm gonna sprinkle in some pepper. I have to begin with a bite of the blood sausage, and this looks really moist and very like spongy and airy. Oh, that moistness though. What you do is you add a little bit of shrimp. This should be quite salty, I'm guessing, so just a little bit. And then some of these chili marinated chives, I think. And then eat this all in one bite. Wow. Oh, that is incredible. That has the texture of a really moist chocolate cake. There are little pieces of fat in there, and then it's just like wrapped up in that curdled blood within that sausage. It's a little bit salty, and then it has a little bit of an intestine, like innards, organ flavor to it. Let's see what's in the soup. I think these are intestines. Lots of intestines in here. There should be a couple, oh yeah, here it is, a couple pieces of the blood sausage within the soup. Let me try one of the intestines. take the intestines and dip it into the sauce. Oh yeah. Those are really good. A little bit chewy, but they don't have any kind of an organ taste at all. They're pretty neutral tasting, really good. They kind of have the same texture as squid. Let me try some of the soup. That's like a light, kind of a light chili, salty broth. With some good amount of pepper in there to give it a nice peppery flavor as well. Another way to eat soondae is to grab one of the perilla leaves, add in a piece of sausage, then add in some of the bean paste, and then finally a little piece of garlic, raw garlic. And then gotta go for some of the chives as well. And then wrap this up as a one-biter. That sausage is so creamy. And it really doesn't have a strong irony taste. It's just a little bit of an organ taste, but really good. I especially like it with that perilla leaf and that garlic.
Bean sprout soup.
Bean sprout soup.
Original.
The original one. 안녕하세요.
식사인데 한 그릇만 좀 주시겠어요? 여기 여자분 식사를 못 해가지고.
한 그릇만. 자, 맛있게 드세요.
감사합니다.
네.
We could not come to Nambu Market without stopping at the original place in Jeonju that started making the famous dish from Jeonju called gukbap, which is the bean sprout soup. And we luckily got here. She closes at 2 p.m. and it is right at 2 p.m. so that's why the restaurant is empty. Normally it would be completely full, but luckily she served us a bowl, and this place is called Hyundai-ok. And so it's very, very well known. It's only a bar counter seating, and she cooks right in front of you. It smells incredible at the very end with all the bean sprouts. Then she topped on a handful of crushed garlic and chilies. All sorts of goodies in here. All the bean sprouts. Then rice should be at the bottom, and then chili. Let me just try some of the soup first. Oh, 감사합니다. Oh, and the eggs just arrived. Oh, that is an amazing broth. That is an umami broth. Oh, it's such a wonderful flavor. I don't know if that's seafood based or if it's pork based. Really good, and you've got that garlic and those chilies in there, and just that slight earthy taste of the bean sprouts. And what you do is you take a couple spoons of broth, you put that into the eggs, I think 3 spoons, and then you grab a sheet of seaweed and you crumple it up into the eggs. All right, and then after that, you take your spoon, stir it around. Oh yes, yolk is one of the greatest things. And then you just eat this. And then you just eat this on its own, like as a side pudding for your gukbap. Oh, you've got, the white is a little bit hard, but the yolk is completely raw. Then the seaweed is a little bit salty and crispy, and that gives it so much fragrance. All right, back to the gukbap. What I love about this one so much is the addition of all that raw garlic. Well, that bumps it up a couple notches. I think that's pickled squid. With ginger in it. I've already had a couple bowls of gukbap since arriving to Jeonju, but that one beats them all. That broth is fantastic, and this is my kind of a little place. Bar counter seating, friendly, good environment, good food. That was delicious, and a big thank you to her for serving us the last bowl of the day. It was empty, they were cleaning up. She didn't have to serve us, but she did. that was great. Ying and I spent a couple hours back in the room this afternoon, and now we are walking around our neighborhood, which is the shopping district, looking for something for dinner tonight. This is a restaurant right across the street that I think we're gonna check out that serves Korean Chinese food. It's a small family-run home-style restaurant, and there's no real menu, and Ying and I didn't really know what we're doing, but we ordered a couple of different dishes. We'll see what comes out. First dish has just arrived. I really do not know what it is, but it is some kind of deep-fried crispy puffs, and then I think it's served with this like gravy sauce, which includes corn and peas and carrots and sesame seeds. And the only reason I know that this sauce is for dipping these fried puffs is because there's another table behind us that is eating the same dish, and we saw them doing it. Well, that is a chunky gravy sauce. That tastes like a sweet and sour sauce. Yeah, it's like a sweet and sour sauce. Is this chicken? Or is it squid? Oh, that's hot. After I ate more of those fried nuggets, I think it's actually little pieces of pork then breaded in that like rice, sticky rice, mochi rice powder or flour, and then deep fried. I think it's pork though. I thought it was chicken for a while. Our other main dish has arrived. These are noodles with some kind of a very dark sauce and beef or meat, maybe pork, and then green onions and sesame seeds and the corn and peas. I'm just gonna taste this first. As dangerously black as that looks, it's actually a very, very mild flavor. It's just a tiny bit sweet, but not overly sweet, and then just a little bit salty, but not overly salty. And then I'm kind of puzzled as to what it tastes like. It kind of tastes like a hint of a date flavor, but I don't think it's that, but not nearly as sweet. And that's actually, the noodles are actually really good and nice and chewy as well. I'm gonna take a piece of onion, and I think you can dip it into this little black sauce. That might be the similar sauce that's in this dish. It's like a little bit of a fruity flavor. The fried pork was a little bit heavy on the batter, but the noodle dish was awesome. I'm gonna end the vlog for today right now. Thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment below, and also make sure you subscribe for lots more food and travel videos, and I will see you on the next video.
사랑 내 사랑 그럼 하면 되겠네. 자, 다시 적어서 시작.
먼저 갈게.
사랑 내 사랑이야. 시작.
사랑 애사라이라.
어둥둥둥 내 사랑이야.
내 사랑이다. But I definitely need to work on my vocals, that's for sure.